Hey everybody. Okay, I'm just gonna move to a comfortable position here. So I have a story to tell everyone uh, um, about why I'm doing this release, and I'm decided to come sit by the window here for good lighting and nice vibes. Uh, oh, those are my PJs. Yeah, but look, so for some of you, for those who don't know, I started in the music business around 2009 actually, by way of doing backing vocals and doing a chorus for a friend who was recording a rap song. So yeah, my first ever recording in studio was a rap song. I did that, and I guess word about me sort of started spreading. It wasn't a big deal. It's not like I got famous from doing backing vocals from that one song. But what ended up happening was he then later introduced me to somebody who was trying to start a record label, and we started having conversations about me signing up with them as their first ever R&B vocalist, R&B artist, R&B performer, entertainer, whatever. I didn't sign with them. What we actually did was we recorded stuff that was going to be used as demos, and they were going to decide if they were going to release this stuff or not. But they paid for studio time and everything. I'm not sure if that was a viable business idea. Anyway, that happened the following year, I think. Meanwhile, I was taking a break from school because I couldn't afford university, but I eventually did. So I went to university for a year studying applied mathematics. And while I was there, I started exploring studios in the city, because then school was in the city and I could go see studios between classes. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know it at the time, but I really, really loved music. I really loved music to the extent of, yes, if I had a choice between applied mathematics, applied physics, applied computer science, and music, I would end up in a studio somewhere. So I did that, and then what? So in that year, well, whatever, I explored studios and we recorded the song called What I'm Made Of. By then I had also recorded my first solo song, which was Turn Your Eyes to Jesus with Tino, who would later become my studio producer for this project I'm releasing now. So yes, it's a full circle, it's a full circle. Yeah, and then the following year, I couldn't go to school because I couldn't afford it anymore. I think that's the year I went to South African Idols. And that was the year I started a project with Tino, like a full-on studio project with Tino. I did that. I did Idols as well. I came out top 34. I used that to sort of propel me and push me forward. I started working with party bands in the city, and by city I mean Johannesburg, by the way, Joburg. And yeah, then I went to Idols again, and still kept recording with Tino. By then we had recorded about 4 or 5 songs. It was 2014, I think, when we recorded the last 2 songs of the project. And I paid for everything. And the plan was, at the end of 2014, I was going to be releasing this project, and we were going to start touring, and we're talking about getting me signed somewhere and stuff like that. But that didn't happen because I ended up here in Hong Kong. I ended up in Hong Kong, and I'm not complaining. I'm just excited because I finally get to release music that I started recording in 2009. I finally, release music that came from the heart. I remember performing Colors once before, a few years ago, and this one guy was like, "Man, this is music, this sounds like back when who's the original artist, it sounds like back when they used to make music like this, did you write the song?" I was like, "Yeah, I wrote the song." It's like, "Man, you should write more songs like this." And I look back and I thought, yeah, I was going through life, I was going through it. The way I can only imagine the rest of the world is dealing with the current crisis, as much as I am too, because I've got family I was looking forward to seeing during the holidays that have just passed for us here at work. Because now we're back at work and it's not normal, but we're back. But between where we had a gap, I couldn't travel. So I couldn't go see my family as I would have loved to. So yes, this is probably going to end up being the longest time I've been away from South Africa. Very hard on me. And I can imagine for other people too, dealing with separation, distance, job loss, and you name it, all the stuff that's just come with this current crisis. Yeah, so see, got distracted. I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, so I'm excited to finally release music. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm excited to finally release music from those times. I'm excited to release stuff from my archives where there was like the heart that went into making this music, the journey, the drama. There's so much drama, guys. The drama that went into making this music. I'm excited to share the story with those of you that have subscribed for the gold tier. I'm excited to share the story of how everything came about, the meaning behind each song. This is the kind of stuff that you won't find, and I guess to explain, this is the kind of stuff that you won't find when you start streaming the EP on Spotify or iTunes. So I'm excited to share from the heart the project files and the voice notes that I can find for you guys, the content and the concepts and the background that makes or has made this stuff to be what it is now. I am so elated. I'm so excited, and thank you so much for saying yes to this. Thank you for being on this journey with me, because yes, I love what I do, but it's even better when I've got people to share it with. So thank you. Really, I really appreciate this, you guys. And I look forward to sharing the rest of this with you. Do share the news with your friends. Share the news with your friends and tell them, hey, there's this guy called Phil D, and he's got music that he recorded over 10 years. Over 10 years ago, and he's excited to finally share it with us. Get involved. I would really appreciate to see you and your friends right here. Thanks for watching.